This is God Voice TV. Indeed, this is the year of signs and wonders. On the 30th of November, 2024, the man of God, Prophet Favor Ethio, gave a prophetic word. There will be a strong wind, like a mighty wave, in the nations. Let us listen to what the prophet said and its fulfillments.
Africa, and I also saw strong winds in the nations. And also this is going to attribute to many countries of the world.
Several hundred killed, maybe even thousands. That's the grim prediction of authorities in Mayotte, a tiny island in the Indian Ocean between Madagascar and the African mainland. Was already France's poorest overseas territory, even before it was devastated by cyclone Chido. The megastorm has been described as the worst in nearly a century. Authorities there say they are also worried about access to food, water, and sanitation for survivors.
First came the winds and rain from cyclone Chido. And then came the next threat, the widespread destruction left behind on Mayotte, one of France's poorest overseas territories. Rescue teams have already started to clear the debris left behind by the storm. And help is on the way from France, in the form of emergency workers and humanitarian aid.
No matter how the house was built, everything here has been devastated. I think you can see it all around me. I'm actually walking through debris. People one day after the cyclone are already busy rebuilding their homes, but the work is going to be extremely long.
Several buildings and structures in Lusaka's Bauleni and Twin Palm area were left damaged following heavy rains. The incident happened on Monday between 13 hours and 15 hours, leaving some families in devastation. Catherine Munalula, a resident of Lusaka's ZNBC Twin Palm, tells of how her house was affected.
13 to 14 hours when the rains started. It was a very, very strong wind. So I thought it was just rain. Now, I thought of just watching through the window. Yeah, it was white outside, overcast. And there was a very, very strong wind that the trees were like they were about to be uprooted. So now I thought of going to the bedroom. Yeah, the time I reached the bedroom, the roof had already gone. And the water was now dripping inside. It was a very bad experience, I think.
Storm Dorothea hits the Canary Islands with winds of 126 kilometers per hour that cause numerous incidents in the Western Islands. This Sunday, Atlantic Storm Dorothea caused multiple incidents in the Western Islands without causing serious damage. The maximum alert declared by the Canary Islands government remains in force.
The warnings have been loud and clear. The Welsh coastline was on red alert as winds reached more than 90 miles an hour.
The first time I heard that alarm on the phone was like a very scary thing, so yes.
And do you think those alarms seem justified given what we're seeing now?
I think so.
You hear these warnings, but you don't ever think it's going to be this bad.
I lost my spectacles, I don't know.
They blew off in the wind. They blew off in the wind.
Yeah.
3 million people received a siren to their phones and explicit warnings about what could be in store.
Some of those people may have looked out the window and thought, what is all the fuss about? But for others, in the more exposed parts of this coastline, the path of Storm Dara has been pretty full on.
The cabins on Llandudno Pier have withstood all kinds of harsh weather for nearly 150 years. But Dara ripped one of them up. In parts of South Wales, there was little sign of the storm. Grant and Peter still went for their morning dip in the sea at Penarth near Cardiff.
I swim every day. If there'd been debris in the water or high waves or a lot of wind down here, I wouldn't have gone in.
And it didn't put off those who fish here regularly.
It's pretty safe, as you can see. It's not that bad, is it? I think it's a bit of an overreaction, and as long as you're safe, you feel safe, I think, yeah. And some cod for dinner tonight.
The Welsh First Minister insisted the warnings had been appropriate.
To the southern African nation of Mozambique now, where residents are cleaning up damage from cyclone Chido. The storm claimed at least 34 lives there. Drone video shows the extent of the damage with flattened homes and vegetation. Classrooms in a number of schools were destroyed as well. The storm made landfall on Sunday after pushing through the southwestern Indian Ocean in the early part of the region's cyclone season.
Viewers, you can see how far the eyes of Jesus Christ can reach. Yes, even in our situations, this is to remind us that Jesus Christ sees it and He is concerned about it, to grant us solutions to our problems. Do not forget, this channel is all about Jesus Christ. Keep watching God Voice TV for the salvation of souls.